What's up, everybody? Welcome officially to episode one. You've already seen the introduction, but I felt like it was so quick and crisp, and I loved it. But I wanted to give you more of who I am, so I'm gonna kind of do my own episode, if you will. You're gonna see me still do a dance, of course, but let's just talk about who I am. A little bit more candid, not as much script, and we're just gonna go for it. I love playing video games. I'm a huge, huge gamer. I stream on Twitch, for those of you who maybe already know that. But I like playing shooter games. I like playing fighter games. I don't think that's how it's called. But I like playing games where I test my skill against other people's skill. Team games sometimes aren't my favorite just because there's so many variables that I can't control. And you know what? For better or for worse, control is a big thing that I like as a person. And that is something that I'm trying to work on. Come on now. Yeah, I love dancing. I really do. It's less of a hobby and more of a passion. But I do it in my free time. I love just hanging out with friends. I'm a big Nintendo Switch guy. I like racing games as well. I have a little Nintendo Mario Kart uh, Switch controller, I guess you could say. It's literally the steering wheel. But I love Super Smash Brothers. I love Call of Duty. Very basic stuff, very I'm a dude who plays games type games, if you will. I do not have a big sweet tooth in my life. I like sweets, but I've grown up taking care of my teeth. Thank goodness. My mom always said I didn't eat a lot of sweets, so that's a little random fact about me. I have a really fun tick, which you will probably already know if you haven't seen it ready. What? Seen it already. I do these weird things with like pushing air through my nose. I go like that, and you will undoubtedly see that a lot throughout this process. So please, if it makes the audio sound weird, I'm sorry ahead of time, but it's just like a weird tick thing that I do, and it's just a little part of me that makes me me. Oh, I have a really cool thing in my eye. I have heterochromia in my left eye right here, and especially when you look into bigger light, you can see that. So that's cool. That's a random thing. All right, enough random shit about me. What's your first memory of dancing and a moment you felt like this is what I'm meant to do? Okay. Ooh. So like my actual first memory of dance, I have a distinct thing. I've probably talked about it throughout the series. You'll find it where I talk about WWE. However, my first real dance moment where I was like, "Oh, this could be it." I was dancing for a company that was like a hometown small dance studio, and we went to Disney World in Florida. And I remember we danced at Disney World on like the stage. And I mean, we literally flew down there for just the one dance, and that was it. Like, it wasn't a competition. It was just, hey, we're going to come dance. And we did like acrobatics, we did dancing, hip hop. Very silly when I look back at it, how like outlandish that is to fly to Florida just to dance in front of maybe a crowd of 30. But it was so much fun, very rewarding, and it made me get that itch of like, ooh, performing on stage, traveling, how fun. And I'm really, really appreciative of my mom for helping me get through that and do that. I love my mom so much. As you're going to hear, everybody loves their mom throughout this series, but I really, really love my mom. I love my sister too. I love my mom and my sister. They are incredible. What inspires you the most, either in life or in your art? I think what inspires me in life is the downtime. I don't know if a lot of people really take the moments these days, especially in our digital world, to just chill, sit outside, listen to the world around us, observe the world around us. It doesn't have to be through a microscopic lens of I should make content for this, I should film this. It's just like I get inspired sometimes just watching what the world is, listening to birds and listening to like music that comes by. It really grounds me, I think. And so sometimes just being able to find those moments of peace then inspire me to go and fulfill myself even more, if that makes any sense at all. It's not like I draw inspiration from what I see. It's just those moments of peace usually end up giving me inspiration to do stuff. Like even today, I slept a lot of today before I got into actually making this episode. But I'm really big on finding your peace and then, working through that. I will say though, don't let that be a crutch, and I try not to for myself, on producing stuff, because you don't want to wait till the right time to make things. Sometimes you just got to make them, as you will find out throughout this whole process. And in my life, I guess that's kind of more in life and art, but What inspires me in art? I've been inspired by the Lay Twins. Those are Beyonce backup dancers that are now doing their own thing as solo artists. Two twins from Paris, France. Uh, I believe they're actually from a different country originally, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But I got to work with them for an extended period of time, like a few months, I think like 6 months when I was growing up, and working with them, watching them do their artistry really inspired me a lot. People around me, I think, are a big thing. When I grew up watching YouTube videos, that was a big thing. Just like watching choreo, learning the choreo from a YouTube video, trying to break down details, learning moves on the internet, like breaking stuff, like, break dance, not just breaking stuff. What's the best advice you've ever been given in dance or in life? Now, I'll be honest, I don't even remember if I've answered this remotely through other people when they're asking. I think the best advice I can give is to be open to the experience of life, to be open to the advice that you're going to receive from other people, because that's kind of what's inspired this entire thing, is just I knew there were so many wonderful people around me that I could take advice, listening from them, inspiration from them, and just allow it to be something that you can also find and listen. And I mean, that's kind of what the whole podcast is about, if I'm being a self plug there. But I was actually at Skylar's work. Skylar is my best friend and now my roommate, my housemate. I was at his work, and I got into a conversation with two people, and we just went down a rabbit hole of like AI and like what the world is, and maybe we're already in a simulation, and all these, these big deep talks and whatnot. But just those moments of like realism and connection is where I find the best advice. And so I think the only advice I can give is to go out there and find those connections. Don't allow yourself to be a hermit. Don't be worried that the world is going to put you down. It is going to put you down, but you're going to find your people, and you're going to find people that inspire you in ways that are brief moments. Not everything has to be a big significant change in your life. Sometimes just a small thing from a small moment from someone that you didn't know can really alter your day. So look for the moments to enjoy life and explore. Maybe that's my best advice that I can give out. The dance and creation. So honestly, I've been sitting on this for a long time. The dance that I'm going to give out today is Taste by Tyga. It is an explicit dance, so be warned that is gonna be the thing. But I've been sitting on this dance for years. I think it's a great metaphor for, maybe not metaphor. Metaphor might not be the word I'm looking for. It's just a great example of when you put too much perfectionism on something that it never actually gets made. So I've been waiting to make this dance for years, and I am gonna do it. You're gonna see it very soon in this episode. I love it. It's a fun dance. It's got some real hip hop elements. It's everything that I've choreographed. I don't even think I've really drawn inspiration from other pieces or other choreography in this dance. I put so much time into it that it is uniquely mine, and I love it. It is going to be a part of this project, so I think it's kind of nice and a beautiful moment for it to be involved here. It's a full circle moment. I don't know why I said metaphor earlier. It's a full circle moment. What is a goal that you have for yourself, either in dance and life, that you're working towards right now? Finishing this podcast. Oh my Lord. It has been so time consuming, I will say. It is a passion project for sure. We've got no financial backers. We've got no sponsors. It's just me, you, and you. And we are listening and enjoying the process. It has been a labor of love. I have learned DaVinci Resolve to try and work through editing software. I've taken hours and hours of studying the process, trying to make the audio sound good and sound better. And what I've learned is that I'm trying to make it too perfect. So whatever you end up hearing is the best quality that I could produce at the time that I've produced it. And I really do hope that you enjoy this whole thing. I'm excited. I'm excited for it to be out. I'm excited to hear feedback from y'all, the listeners, the watchers. And I have rewatched now all the dancers. I have not seen necessarily all the interviews because I am still editing at this point. But I know what's to come, and seriously, just enjoy this project. Enjoy the podcast. It's got such great nuggets of advice from people. It's got such fun dance, and I'm my heart is so full. I'm very humbled by the amount of talent that I got to work with, and oh man, I'm about to get emotional over here. I'm very thankful for you, whoever you are right now listening to this, and I just want you to take away that you can make whatever you want to make, and maybe it's only heard by 3 people. Maybe it's the next best thing, but you're never going to know, and you're never going to learn how much you love something unless you just go for it. So, I'm putting a lot of work into this, and I think the payout is just going to be the fact that I get a lot of love back from it. So, yeah. That is what I'm working on, is this podcast. I'm trying to work on it every day. But that's going to pretty much do it for this episode. It's probably a shorter episode. Obviously, I don't have anyone to back and forth off of. I hope you enjoyed the introduction. Listen, brass tacks here, people. This is a project produced by myself with the help from the internet. So it's not going to be the best thing you've ever heard. It's not going to be the most clean cuts and edits. But it is such a fun project, and I really, really invite you and ask you to watch the whole series and see what everybody brings to the table and find the inspiration from each episode, because there's so much to enjoy, there's so much to watch and listen to. Thank you for your time and dedication of taking a moment to listen to me yap, to make the choice to listen to this podcast, to give it a click, maybe give it a like. I would very much appreciate that. Share it with your friends. And yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, y'all. Until next time, enjoy all these wonderful episodes. I hope that you find some inspiration, and I want to see you out on the dance floor. Bye-bye, everybody.